I'm sad to be here this evening, but I am proud to be here as well. So I want to thank the mayor, the commissioner, the speaker, the members of the council, administration that's here today to stand up for not just immigrant New York, but all New York and the values of our country. This week we've seen some remarkable changes made in just 5 days that have really turned around in many respects the direction of the focus of the last 75 years of our nation. The good news is that simply by executive order you can't change the world overnight, but it's very scary in terms of what this man has been about. After hearing that maybe there was a bigger crowd at previous inaugurations than at his inauguration, he went to the CIA at the Wall of Honor and really spent very little time talking about the men and women who had sacrificed their lives for information that was given to our country to help win the Cold War, to win other wars as well, and to help keep us safe after 9/11. No city knows it better than we do, the effects of terrorism. And he used that opportunity to talk about himself and his alternative facts. We know that the president today used the opportunity in terms of the executive order to have the families of victims of crime, people who had been murdered by undocumented, in his words, illegal aliens, in the president's words. Our hearts, and I think I speak on behalf of the mayor and everyone in this room, go out to each and every one of those families, the victims of crime. But to take that as an opportunity to blanket all people who have come to this country for a better way of life, that is immoral. That is immoral, to do that, to use those people. So my wife, Casey, says, don't pay attention to what he says, watch what he does. And this executive action is immoral. It is actually going to limit the ability for our law enforcement individuals, folks, just like what he's done at the national level with our intelligence folks. Commissioner O'Neill needs intelligence. That's right. This is going to shut down intelligence gathering in this city. It's going to shut down the ability of our law enforcement folks to get information from law-abiding individuals who want to expose the criminal element within the city, within the immigrant population as well. Much of that will be shut down now out of fear that they themselves will be deported. This has been a policy that has been in place here in New York City over administration after administration, including the Giuliani administration. This is not Democrat and Republican. It's not just Democrats. Republicans have also enforced this very same procedure. So as an author of the OASI accounts, post 9/11 again, to make sure that we get all the resources we need from our federal government to protect us from foreign people who are terrorists, who want to attack our nation and everything we stand for, this scares the daylights out of me. For a cheap political stunt that he would threaten to withhold funding to our law enforcement that can make us vulnerable to a terrorist attack, that's immoral. It has to be called out for what it is. So I want to applaud the mayor again, the commissioner. We're a donor state to the federal government. We give more to the federal government than we get back. And I would imagine that most of the so-called sanctuary cities come from donor states. They give more than they get back. And you know what? New Yorkers are getting tired more and more that we're a donor state and we have other states and states electing people like Donald Trump who then come in and dictate to us that we're going to get less than we deserve to keep our citizens safe. So I applaud the mayor, the commissioner, all the electeds, and part of the administration for being here today and standing up for what is right. This is not the American way. I'm the son and grandson of immigrants. This is not the American way. This is not what we have been about over the last 75 years. And Donald Trump needs to hear it. Thank you.
Thank you.